You know, they don't need us if they have our children. And that's exactly what their plan is. We're facing a very, very radical administration, as all of us here know. And one of the most radical plans that they have is to take over education, public education and private as well. And they're about 90% of the way there. One of the most important things to remember is dropping your child off at school can be a very dangerous place to leave them if we as parents do not stay involved. And right now, most parents are not awake. We may be awake in this room, but most parents are not awake. Hawaii just signed a contract for $1.3 million for new surveys, third-party surveys for the children in school. And the surveys ask questions about how they feel about their families when they're older. It asks them questions about their gender, their parents' politics, and all of this data is tracked. It's tracked with the child. We're living in a technology age, and the data is now a very serious issue. If you want your children to be in school, the new social emotional learning comes paired with the data. They can't do social emotional learning without data tracking. So this is a huge, they've always done some surveys, but this year with emergency funding, federal funding, 23% of the federal funding that Hawaii receives is mandated to be spent on social emotional learning, which is a form of social engineering. So they start in first grade and kindergarten. They want to go down to preschool, asking your children how they feel, kind of incorporating into their minds how they should feel, how they should think, which is very different from how their family may think and how their family might have raised them to have values. Social emotional learning has nothing about God in any of its value sets. It is for the purpose, it was designed by UNESCO and the UN to create global citizens, not citizens of a family, not family members, but global citizens. So we need to be very alert to what the danger is in our school systems. It was in the colleges, and this year the administration is focusing on K through 12. The school counselors, which used to be, you know, great and fine people in 1998, have now completely radicalized and are leading the trans movement inside the school, pretending that it's a loving, you know, non-bullying program where they're actually teaching the children that whatever the doctor assigned them at birth was possibly incorrect, possibly wrong, and that they can use their feelings now to create a new identity. So expect them to go home and tell this to their family, and the family it will cause a divide, and that's part of the purpose. So please be aware, come to see us in our tent, and I'd love you all to sign up on our email so that you can be part of our information calls. We do a call once a month.